tired you treat me this way. And I'm human, treat me this way. Sweet, I'm so tired you. Sweet, I'm so tired you treat me this way.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Dig Deep with Audie and Coach B.
What's up? I'm Coach B.
I'm Audie.
If you're new to the channel, welcome. Welcome.
Welcome. I was laughing at Brandon because he was making some weird noise right now.
You might hear that in the introduction, right? Maybe.
Why were you even doing that?
I was just screwing the chair up and then I...
But it required a noise?
Yeah. Always. What time is it right now?
Oh, I don't even
7:06.
What the heck?
Drinking a matcha latte.
Oh, I can't drink that. I'm so sensitive to caffeine.
Staying up for you guys. All for the gram. All for the podcast.
Yeah, I'm a little sleepy.
Shout out to everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
2025.
Happy New Year, Ed. Back there. Ed's back there. He's our main man over here. The cool cat.
The cool kid of the cool kids.
Yeah, so it's 2025, and we're kind of free flowing on this episode. I guess the last episode we kind of talked about values and communication and all that wonderful stuff, and I think this time around we're going to talk about 2025 intentions for Run Free with ourselves, maybe some setbacks, obstacles that we've been dealing with, but yeah, these last 3 weeks of the year of 2024 has been kind of nuts, right? Because I think
really crazy.
The last time we spoke was like right after my race. So yeah, it has been about 3 weeks, give or take. But no, now we're back at the grind again. You know, we wanted to talk and you know, do our thing like we always do. But I guess you know, to our wonderful audience out there. Just want to say we love you. Thanks for the support.
Oh, thank you for listening.
Yeah, it's funny because this podcast, you know, like I'll be honest with you, like I didn't know how long it was going to last or how long it was going to go for. That was one of my main intentions while we started this whole thing was just to keep it going and get past the amount of episodes that me and Keith had. And I think we surpassed it after today.
Oh, really? How many
I think
episodes
it's, I think, I got to look. I think me and Keith might have 9. I think this is episode 9 for us. So... as long as you pass one more, we're going to do like a little, maybe a balloon that says 10 on it.
Well, maybe on the 10th episode, we should have Keith.
Keith, I know, right? I'll have to see.
Yeah.
I mean, Keith might be in bed by then.
What? How does he go to bed?
No, he goes to bed later now.
Oh, good for him.
Doesn't have to wake up early as much.
What time did he go to bed before?
He was going to bed early because he had to wake up like at 3.
Oh, God.
No more hiking anymore for his job, so he has time to sleep in.
Yeah.
Recovery, that's what we focus on now, right?
Oh gosh, yeah, recovery.
So Audie's been doing, it's kind of cool. I've been doing more of an women's empowerment run these last 2 months and really trying to build our community. November, December, yeah. So this coming month will be number 3.
No, I just had number 3.
No, you had number 2. That was 2. You did.
No, that was number 3. I started in October.
Was it October?
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I thought it was November.
No, October.
What was the first one? Was at the park.
It was at the park. The second one was at YMCA.
Oh yeah, you did that Saturday. The Saturday.
Tree
Yeah. Back at Tree Lounge. I forgot you did that Saturday one.
Yeah, I'll give you a pass. I'm like so out of it today.
No, but I was thinking I always forget about that Saturday one. But anyway, so.
Well, that one was also at YMCA, and then we went. Well, it wasn't again out there, but it was again at Tree Lounge. That's probably why.
So, well, no, I mean, I just forgot about that Saturday because we always tried to focus on like that weekday, but we're trying to flip back and forth to see what works for you. But she's been really starting something new in this community of Run Free and trying to like really build the women community within the running world, but also just like in the community because I feel like even for guys, there's not much.
Well, aren't you supposed to do a men's?
Yeah, I got to figure that out this month or at least February. My schedule's kind of crazy right now, especially with my race coming up in 3 weeks.
Well, I guess your tempos that you do are mainly the dudes.
Yeah, but I mean, Yeah, I guess we kind of had a dude's day yesterday.
I'm not trying to join your tempos. No offense.
No. We'll call it dude's day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, look, I think at the end of the day for you, it's really just building that community of bringing all the feminine.
Well, just bringing in all the feminine energy and
Yeah.
also connecting with other female runners. It's always nice to.
Well, I think even people that don't run or feel comfortable, like,
they don't
like,
feel comfortable.
Like I noticed, like when we hosted runs before, no one, like some of these females didn't come out, but now that you host an all female run, they come out. But then now they're starting to sprinkle in into runs, so they're starting to get a little more comfortable, which is awesome.
And it's awesome because there's a really fast runners that come out to the women's groups, and we're all actually sticking together.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, I guess, like a sisterhood type thing. So it feels really nice. And I've actually met a lot of my friends that I have now because of connecting more to the community. And I'm very shy when it comes to having to talk in front of people, but I've been coming out of my shell a little bit more, getting more comfortable and talking. The last women's empowerment run was about intention. And I just wanted to share how I live my life with intention and how it's really shifted my way of living. So it was nice to talk about that. And trying to think what else. And
well, I mean, you had a whole Rolodex of, like you had like this whole thing of like how to set the intention.
Oh, yeah, the instructions.
The instructions of that, and like what intentions do you want to achieve in 2025? Because Audrey, a therapist, we talk about her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She was the one that really kind of implanted like setting the tone for what you really want in life, right? And that required setting the intention and then keeping your attention, right?
Yeah.
So we said that, keep your attention on that.
Yep.
And so when you do both hand in hand, it makes it much easier for you to manifest and get to what you need to be at. And even though I don't see things that I've done as a big deal, to her it's like, because she's seen me grow from 2019 till now. So that's 6 years. And
also, when you're in the vehicle to when you're going downhill.
Yeah, when you're in that vehicle and you have a moment,
But how to stay calm.
But shout out to Audrey because she just has her book, the Mind Tap Reading, or what is it?
I should have brought Mind Trip?
Mind Trip, yeah. Mind Trip. Her book. We'll have to link the Amazon to our bio at the end of all this.
You bought it for me for Christmas. I still got to read it, but that...
Yeah. But I've been sending that to people and my clients that...
it's her tools on how to
overcome
any anxiety, fear, or anything that you have that's lower vibrational, that's not serving you. So it's really good tools just to live your life better.
Yeah,
be more calm.
It's called The Mind Trip Game, Audrey Newmont. If you're on Amazon, just look up Audrey Newmont, Mind Trip Game, and that's a great book. I've been sending it to people, and I think some people hopefully have been purchasing it, which is awesome. But I think where we're at with our business, Run Free Business, we've been pushing a lot of that stuff that we learned from Audrey into our business of like, how do we spiritually grow ourselves? How do we be in alignment with God? And how do we be in alignment with everything else that we want in our life? And so taking those things and using it and, with like your woman's empowerment, a lot of the females came up to you and said, wow, I really like what's going on. I really like what you're teaching. I appreciate it, right?
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, I don't really see myself a certain way. And when I was having women come up to me and tell me that it really made their day, or because of me having this, it really is something they needed. And I never thought the things that I was talking about would ever impact anybody like that. So I'm very grateful to have shifted whatever you needed, and the people that came out that day, like, you took what you needed out of it wasn't a class, but what you took out of what you needed out of the run and being there for coffee. So it was really nice. And typically sometimes when we meet up for coffee, a lot of the women will have to leave because of you have things going on, and I get it. It's fine. It's not a big deal. So it was really cool to actually see everyone stay for it. So it was like, oh wow, people are gonna actually listen to me talk about all the tools that have helped me live a better life.
And you got yours coming up this month, which the details should be out soon.
Yeah,
enough.
I gotta see. We're probably meet up at Tree Lounge again.
Yeah, we like Tree Lounge. Tree Lounge is
Yeah.
our coffee shop.
Support local business.
Support local business, and we'll probably end up. I mean, not me. I mean, you'll probably end up doing that.
Yeah.
Over there.
Let's
Our
see,
mental,
are you
our
gonna
men's
come?
mental day will probably just be
Yeah.
lifting and running or something funny like that. But no, I mean that's all you,
Yeah.
right? The day of my race, the 25th,
The
January
25th.
25th.
You're
So,
Sean O'Brien.
the race that I've been dreaming about for the last 10 years of my life, I'm finally doing it. So, pulled the trigger on that shit. Now I got 3 weeks. So
You're gonna do good.
yeah, I feel really good about this one, actually. You know, I mean, look, at the end of the day, we'll just see what happens.
Oh, you know what? I just remembered something you did
Hmm.
on New Year's Eve. This crazy
Oh,
ass
yeah.
decided to
Jesus.
do a 50K.
Yeah, ran
A
31.
freaking 50K. That's so crazy. You decided the night before when we were walking Cody, you just said, "Hey babe, I'm going to run a 50K tomorrow." He says, "What? You are? Are you sure?" "Yeah." "Okay."
Yeah,
I biked the last 6 miles to
6
crew
miles.
you.
Yeah, 6.5 with
Yeah.
me. I ran 15 with Jackie. Shout out to Jackie. I helped pace her in her workout. So it wasn't really based on time. I wasn't going for like a crazy fast time. It was just time on feet, practicing my nutrition, hydration, all that kind of stuff, and then just getting after it. But being there for a friend and someone I coach, not like through our business, but just you know when she needs help with something or just has questions on coaching and working out because I train her and her husband Steve. Shout out to them. Yeah, I mean, she needed someone to pace her for her 5 mile tempo, and she said, "That's easy for you. You can do that." And so I ended up pacing her for 5 miles, and then we ended up doing 2 loops around YMCA, and then ran back home, then ran over to Central. I mean, it was a whole day, 5 hours, some change. Moving time was like 4 hours and some change, so it was good. I mean, like at the end of the day, I was excited just to do another long run. That was 250Ks in a month. That was like 2 weeks apart from each other. And I felt good. I ran 81 miles
Yeah,
last
you were looking
week.
good. I wasn't even expecting to crew you because I was supposed to go to the gym to go do the bike there. But then you called me and asked if I could pace you.
I had no one else to talk to. I was like, oh, I kind of want to just like hang out with you at least. And so I did that, which is great. Yeah, I felt pretty good actually. I mean, just a nice, easy, controlled effort.
And then we had a wild night after that.
Wild night of sleeping.
Yep, we watched it. We're supposed to go to a party
Next door.
but we were both so tired.
So I think we just ended up watching.
I made the food like I was ready to go
Yeah.
because it was a potluck style. So I made the food and
Stayed
then
home, just
yeah, I
ate
told
that.
you I said I'm kind of tired. I don't feel like going.
I was thinking that myself. But we watched
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
I think you passed out. I think we both passed out 11. I woke up, gave you a kiss, and then.
I woke
went
up
to-
because
and
the
then went to
neighbors
back
were
sleep.
screaming.
Yeah. And then
We had a New Year's Day run.
woke up early to run with Raymond, Duck, and all these other dudes at 6:30,
Mm-hmm.
14 miles after the 50K. So my legs
Yeah.
were feeling pretty good. And then took Thursday off and then ran the rest of the weekend, which was awesome. So,
Weren't you dealing with
and I had a little.
injury? I was dealing with an injury that I didn't tell
not
you.
even it's not even an injury. It was more like
like a pain.
I think I had a pelvis issue and a lower back issue, which is causing my knee pain. And then once I got that adjusted, it was like everything was night and day. But
Well,
then I think
today-
it's also like my left side was a little achy still because I rolled my ankle.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I rolled my ankle on the mountain, and like within the first 3 miles. And so
Wait, didn't you guys? And then you did 18 miles.
after that, yeah. So
Like, dang.
yeah, I was kind of just I was kind of dumb, but I rolled my ankle pretty bad. So that was just another 4-hour day
So you-
in the mountains.
You roll your
Yeah.
ankle, then you go and you do a
I know.
30K. It's like,
Yeah, 31 miles. So I mean, Look,
Or not a 30.
at the end of the day, you know, what you want in life and what you're trying to achieve in life, you're going to get after it, right, Ed? And so, you know, I told you, I said I need to hit my Strava goal, and it's 31.3 miles away, and I hit my goal. So I hit my goal of 2,500 miles for the year.
Jeez.
200, I think 210,000 feet of climbing, which is great. And so this year I want to do the same, but add more elevation, of course. But
Oh yeah, I ran 700 and what was it? 700 miles.
almost 800.
And you told me, oh, you're gonna
Shoot for 1,000.
1,000. So 1,000 is my
Less than 100 miles every month, you know,
Yeah.
give or take, right? You
I
could probably
agree.
do like 8 something. You could do, yeah, I mean like 80 something a month. That's pretty doable for you as long as you stay consistent.
Yeah, I've been consistent with my running for the past month. I don't know if it was like really an injury or I don't know.
No, it's
pain.
just, it's
I-
just a tight muscle.
I pulled some. No, I didn't pull. I did something when I was doing lunges. I swear, I fucking hate lunges. I did something. I probably lunged wrong, and I thought it was my hamstring. Like, okay, so I kept running, and I kept getting this really weird pain on and off in my hamstring area, like right underneath my left butt cheek. So sometimes when I would run, I would feel it. And when you were having me do the track workouts, that's when I felt it the most. That's why I just dreaded doing track workouts. But I didn't really know what it was. I just thought, oh, maybe this is normal for runners to get this pain. And I didn't say anything. And then finally, the pain was getting so bad that it even hurt to walk. It hurt to lay down in bed or even sit at restaurants. And so I had no idea what was going on. And then you had me do a track workout. And I finally told you, I said, I can't do it. Why? I said, well, I think I'm injured. And
Yeah.
you were so mad at me that I didn't communicate with you about my...
for like a month.
And he said, why were you running like that? You could have made it worse. Like, I
Well,
don't know.
it's okay. It is
It's
what it
okay.
is.
Learn lesson. And so I thought it was my hamstring. So I called up our friend Evelyn that works for VFE, right?
BFE, yeah.
And she's in West Covina. She met me actually at my office in Westlake, and she massaged me and really helped me out so much. And I thought it was the hamstring. It was actually my abductor and adductor
yeah.
that were causing the pain. And so she really dug in there, and oh my God,
Got
I
whatever you
was-
need to get out.
that was so painful. I was literally crying, and so she did cupping on the abductor side and underneath the butt cheek. And she said, oh, it was so funny when she found the pain in the adductor, she said, oh, I found it.
Yeah.
And so she was pressing. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, that fucking hurts so bad. And she's like, well, I could cup it, but it's gonna make you cry. So I don't know if I want to do that. I said, girl, I've been crying the whole time you've been in that area. She's like, you have? I'm so sorry. I'm like, just cup it. I don't care. I have a half marathon coming up. I'm also planning to sign up for the Boney race. So I have races coming up. I need this fixed like ASAP.
Yeah, now that it's
Yeah.
2025, race season, trail season has begun now.
Yep. I'm excited.
Marathon and trail season. SoCal, you all know I work for
I
SoCal.
know you're repping.
I'm repping SoCal right here. What's up? What's up, Daniel Tina? All my peeps, I know. Yeah, so we have no race this month. So the first race is Mount Boney, which is like always like a sold out
February
race.
15th.
February 15th. If you haven't signed up yet and you're listening to this episode and you're from Ventura, LA County, or any other place, and you want to travel somewhere and run a race, let us know.
We have a code.
We have a code. You can reach out to us at our Instagram at Run Free Running Club, and you can just hit us up and we'll give you the code that way. But that'll save you save you some money.
Yeah, and then it's what is it, 7K and 21K?
Yeah.
Instance.
Daniel got some big things in the works with a lot of things, with a lot of different distances in the future. So it's going to be cool to see SoCal grow.
Yeah.
But supporting local businesses, of course, and they're my buddies.
Okay.
And we run with them, and they support us as a as a club.
And the people that go there are so friendly. They're nice. I'm a big foodie, as a lot of you know.
Oh, yeah, they get the
Oh,
food, the
those
rice and tacos. Yeah.
Oh shit! I can't eat the damn taco. Well, only rice and beans because I'm on a detox. That was another thing I was gonna.
You're detoxing from 2024.
Yeah, so 60-day detox. I had done this last year when I first saw my dietitian, but I thought I needed to rebalance my gut because I don't eat gluten and dairy, but starting Thanksgiving, I went crazy eating
More than normal.
more than normal. I was eating a lot of dairy, a lot of gluten. I even had freaking donuts from Rolling Pins.
Yeah.
I was just eating them, and you're just looking at me, you're like, whatever. But I noticed inflammation because the running, I was like, I don't feel right. There's a reason why I cut all this stuff out because it just doesn't sit well with me. So I started the detox last Monday. I could already tell a difference in my performance running.
Yeah. I mean, 100%,
Yeah.
right? And I think that's your intention this year.
Yeah,
So, like,
I just want to be healthy.
I think, like, as we dive more into this episode,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I think the biggest thing that at least you wanted to talk about was your intentions behind our Run Free business, but also, you know, yourself. So I guess you can talk about that. I mean, like, what's your intention? Like, what are you trying to gain out of, like, everything? Like, what do you want for Run Free? Like, what are you trying to set? Because
Yeah.
we have a lot of things in the works, and we
Yeah.
teamed up with a CrossFit gym.
Yeah. So, that's another announcement that we teamed up with Oxnard Movement. So,
CrossFit gym and Oxnard.
and I'm actually gonna one day try CrossFit.
She's gonna go do CrossFit. So
So if
that,
anyone wants to join me,
her intentions to
I just want to be strong.
she wants to be strong. She
yeah,
wants to
have better endurance.
that, but you also just want to do something new that's
Yeah.
out of your comfort zone. So I think teaming up with them is perfect because you're gonna get the best of both worlds of like running and then that. But then I also want to see what else we can do to get our runners to join some of these like classics as they offer.
Well, the thing with
Yeah,
intention,
they offer mobility
Yeah.
classes and stuff like that. I think as a runner and just anyone in general that needs to stretch, I think.
well, with
that'd be good.
intention, so my intention in doing all this is having longevity in my life. But the thing is, the older I get, there's people that say, oh, I want to live a long life. Okay, you can live a long life but have health problems. I don't want that. I want to have a long life, and I'm so inspired by the man that came to our group run on Saturday.
Yeah.
84 years old. This guy smoked my ass. He probably could smoke you too. He was so fast on the trail. I was in shock. I'm like, this man is my inspiration. I'm like, I want to be.
He's fast. He was a fast runner. Her son
Fast
told
runner.
me.
Yeah, he's very quick.
He said one of his younger days, he was like, he's pretty fast.
That's
marathoner
awesome.
kind of
So
thing,
I want to be like this man.
Yeah.
It's like
I
he's
mean,
so functional, such a cool dude. And it's like crazy because it's things that I've been thinking about, and it's kind of like the universe is giving me signs like, here's this man, 84 years old, and running 6 miles like nothing on the trail.
Yeah.
So that was very inspiring. And
So,
I know
one-
lifting weights is
So one intention
mobility.
is just to become better at strength training,
Yeah.
right? So that's one aspect, and then become faster, stronger, and running.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what else do you want to gain out of like the women's empowerment? Like talk about that.
just
What's your
meeting
intention behind that?
just meeting other women that with all the tools that I've learned in life, and as I go and grow spiritually, I want to share that with other people
Yeah.
because it's really has changed my life. And I really appreciate my friends that accept me for my woo-woo-ness, that will tell me, because I'll joke around and say, I don't know if I should talk in some of these things because I'm a little too woo-woo, I'm told by some people, or I believe in weird shit, as some of my friends or people that know me, and they say, no, I love that about you. That's what makes you unique. So I really appreciate my friends that tell me those kind of things. It means a lot. And so I just want to bring this awareness to other people. And it's like, even if I'm talking about God or just living a better life, or even talking about tarot, talking about astrology. It's just a great way to connect to people. So I just want to meet more like-minded people and also build a community in that, because I feel like the world really needs more peace, more love. And I know that sounds very hippie, but it's true. It's like, it's so chaotic, and there's always people pissed off and always on the go, and people don't ever stop and stare. Like for me, I just like to stop and stare at the sky, look at the stars, and I'm just like, wow, that's so pretty to look at, and appreciate the beauty, even when I'm out in the trails looking around at my surroundings and just being grateful for just being alive.
As I told Bianca when she finally first came out to this trail run, I said, even before that, because she was like unsure about the trail, and then when she came out, I reached out to her after, text her, and then we were writing each other, and she's like, I said, I told you the trail is going to change your perspective. It changes your perspective. And she's like, it wasn't that bad. I really loved it, actually. And I was like, wow, that's so good to hear, because I think nature heals.
It does. I really believe in nature heals. If you want to take that extra step, is go barefoot on the grass or the dirt and do grounding.
Yeah, but besides that, just trail itself.
No, but I'm just saying that if you want to take that extra step,
the trail
don't
scene,
do it during our runs. You don't.
The trail scene is always different. It's always
after.
It's always one of those things where you can hear, feel, you can hear the birds, the bees. You can hear like the frogs. You can hear like the coyotes, the water, the creek, and then you can touch and feel things. Like when Nick gave me a whole reading about certain things, it was all about connecting to Mother Nature. And so what I've been feeling when I've been doing these runs, you can feel the Native American presence and that stuff. And then I've been touching the dirt and feeling the dirt and having the dirt on my hand and like just kind of rubbing this. And I think just having that energy on my hands has been really helping me train my runs, to be honest with you, when I go to the trail. Not saying I didn't do it this weekend, but that's like something he told me to start doing, like the trail gods, I guess you can say, have been around, and so they're there to help you.
The spirits of the trails.
The spirits of the trails.
It's always, that's what a lot of times when we go to Santa Monica Mountains.
Oh, you can definitely feel that.
I definitely feel a lot of the energy there, and I will literally thank my ancestors and will thank the Indians, all the natives. Thank you for allowing me to run here. I love it. Thank you for this great energy. And my runs are always better. I just really connect.
Well, you're connecting to God. That's what it ends up being.
It's more meditative. And I don't mind road running, but man, like, you always make fun of me because you always say that your ears. I'll say, oh, that noise of the cars, it always hurts my ears. I can't stand that fucking noise. Like when a car passes by, ugh.
But you just haven't learned how to tune it out. You're so focused on the noise.
Well, I put music on.
But that's like a metaphor. Like when you focus on the noise in your head, you're always going to focus on that, and you're not going to hear what you need to hear. And so when I've run, there's moments where I'm like exhausted. I want to hear that, but like the days I'm zoned in and I have like my headphones in, and I'm listening to music, and then I can hear things around. I let it affect me. The music kind of like helps drain.
It helps.
Drown it out.
Yeah, it does help drown.
But at the same time, it's like even when I don't listen to music, and sometimes I just keep my earphones die. I just keep it in my ears so like people don't bug me. Because sometimes people like and so I just listen to my thoughts and listen to my inner voice. You know what I mean? And after running so much on Tuesday, it made me process more about a lot of things and running and not having so much fear and anxiety behind a lot of that stuff. And I think like my intention this year is just to grow the business as much as we can, like really build a community. I got so caught up with like this group has to be the biggest group in Camarillo, because it was like I told you that like if there's not a lot of people that show up to the group, it makes me feel like I didn't do a good job of promoting. I have a lack mindset with that stuff. I feel like the more people you have in a group, the better it is. But in retrospect, it's not always about the numbers that come. It's about the connections and people that show up and support you and know who you are and what you're trying to build. And I think we're trying to build something bigger and better in Ventura County. Like, I mean, like, I want people in Camarillo to be like, oh yeah, like I know Run Free. I heard of them, right? And people started to know that, but there's a lot of people in Camarillo that run that don't even know there's a running club because they're not on Strava. They don't really look on Instagram for that stuff. So like we're trying to team up with like other businesses and trying to figure out, okay, can we put a flyer here? Can we do this? We're trying to come up with new challenges, you know, and things like that. I mean, like, we have some stuff in the works, and I want to like promote it too much, but we have some things in the works. We're getting back on our newsletters, monthly newsletter, and really talking about that.
But I think but I know when we were talking the other day, so I think we really lost the intention of why we started this group, and it roots down to what we really want to build: body, mind, and spirit, and that's the whole.
I don't even know if like. Yes, that was yes, that's a key aspect to the business, and that's what we really promote, of course. But like the root of why I started the Run Free, this was like before you even before we even made this into LLC.
Yeah.
You know, my thing was, let's just meet people that want to run in Camarillo. Like, we didn't think anything bigger than Camarillo. We just said, for me, because you were just like. That was when Emalani was like, why don't you do it? And I said, okay. And that's when I started the group, right? And then that's when we had I think we were having 6, 7 people, the most, you know what I mean? Show up and we're like, hey, we're going to do 11 miles today. Okay, cool. Or we're going to do 5 miles today. Okay, cool. But we didn't do coffee. We didn't do breakfast.
Yeah, we didn't want to hang. We're like, oh, we have shit to do.
We just go run and then that's it, right? But then as we got older and during COVID, it really taught me when I quit my job and COVID happened and all that stuff, it really made me process I'm paying so much taxes in this LLC. How come I'm not using the business for anything, right? Because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do in my life other than working at a gym all the time. But so now I look back at it, my intention for everything now is to build this community of like-minded people, right? Mm-hmm. We have that aspect. Share our knowledge about spirituality, right? Mm-hmm. So we have that. Have personal training as something I do. Have the run coaching as something I do. The connection, the energy work, right?
That we both do.
But it's also I have these one-on-one. I had a conversation with Dre yesterday, and it was a great conversation. And we talked for an hour and 15 minutes, and I didn't realize how everything I was talking. And he literally said some good stuff. He's like, I look forward to these calls with you because it really puts me in a good place. I don't really think of myself as a life coach, but maybe some people see that as me. Some people have said, man, you should be doing this full time as someone that can talk and talk you off the ledge, I guess, in some sense, because I was that guy at the gym that always took the phone calls that people were always yelling at, getting yelled at, and I would talk them down, right? Because I chose to not let their energy affect me. But I'm that spiritual guru in general. But that was the whole Run Free movement, was being in nature, mm-hmm. no devices, right? I mean, I have my phone and my watch, but not being connected to that, right, the whole time. Meeting new people, and mm-hmm. then now it's we're building a community in Camarillo. We want people to be oh yeah, there's a run club they meet up at. Now we have a new place, Institutionales, right? That's gonna be our new jam, and it made sense to us because we wanted a place that was less stoplights, a 3-mile loop that we can do twice if someone wants to do twice, yeah. and then a post run, eat, drink session, because everyone was always hey, let's get drinks and eat. And, me and Audie would be okay, yeah, but then, we decided to go to get pho instead.
I know, right? We love pho.
So now we have a place to really interact and maybe build more Run Free. And so we're trying to team up with new places and host more options for runs and other events and more speaking events.
Yeah, we have more events coming up that we have in the works. That's going to incorporate that whole...
Hopefully I'll be teaching... I'll have a seminar with that Oxnard movement at some point in the future about running and basics of running and how to become better at that, stretches, drills, things like that. I mean, that's all going to be in the works with Kobe. But, I think just having people that love us for who we are is going to be the biggest. That's like
Yeah.
that's my intention, at least
Yeah.
within the business, but also my intention in 2025 is just
Yeah.
become a better version of me each every
Same.
day.
I have the same intention with you with what you said for the with the run club, but that's what I was telling you too about body, mind, and spirit, and having more like-minded people, or not necessarily, but meeting more people. Like, you don't necessarily have to be at this level, but it's like people that want to know more, that want to live their life having,
Well, I mean,
Like,
this podcast
yeah.
is that.
yeah, like living your life better, whatever it is, having more joy in your life, drinking more water a day, whatever it is that you need to take out of the group, that's going to be perfect for you.
Yeah. and
Whether
that's-
it's like you just want to even come out just to run, just to be healthy, to run miles, that's fine too.
And I think that's a good intention to have for anyone listening is when you look at it, how, like, what are you doing now? And because you really have 12 months to get your shit together, right? In some sense, right? Get your shit together as in, what are you trying to achieve in this lifetime and this year, right? I just had a conversation with a client earlier about a lot of stuff, and she was like, and I was like, look, girl, like what Noah said, you're here to thrive, not survive.
Yeah.
You know, and it's true. Like, we do things that help us thrive in our life, right? We're not in survival mode anymore. I've been in survival mode since I was a kid, you know, with my dad passing away at 3, and then just everything else after that. I've always been in, you know, fight or flight mode. I've always been in survival. I've never had that moment where I can actually sit here and just be relaxed. You know, it was never like that. It was always me processing what's happening in the future, which is not good. And now that I've been doing Bible chat every day, you know, for me just to create some type of routine, I've been on like an 18-day streak, and I'm like, wow, I never done that, you know, but it sets the tone each and every morning for me. And that's the way I connect, right? Other people connect in other ways. Some people don't believe in that stuff. And that's on you, you know, like you can do whatever makes you feel better. If going out and running and listening to music is perfectly, I mean, that's perfectly fine, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be more self-awareness and more of those inward feelings, you know, and really talk about that and put that on in God's hands, you know, instead of me trying to be a human and figure out everything in the fucking world, right? And you know, like Ed back there, I mean, we've known Ed for the last 4 years, probably, Ed. 5 years, 6 years.
Oh,
So
wow.
2019. Oh shit. Okay, so 6 years, and so you know we've gotten to know each other, and he hypes us up each and every time we're here, and he tells us how good we are at a lot of things, and it really does help us process who we really are as a person.
Yeah.
Because when people really value who you are and what you bring to them, and how you coach or how you speak, it really does put things in a better perspective for you to be like, wow, I really am good at this.
Yeah, it's really nice too when you hear people give you compliments. And for me, I've been complimenting a lot of people that come out to our runs, because it's very inspiring to see, especially when it's other women that come out, and seeing them how fast they are or just the way that they are. It's really nice to let someone know, like, that's something that I have in my attention, to tell people, like, something nice.
Yeah, like when you say a compliment to someone, you know, like when we show up, everyone like hugs each other,
Yeah.
everyone like either fist pumps, hugs each other, or
Yeah.
whatever it is. And it's a good feeling to have that, because before it was just like, hey, but now everyone feels more like home based.
Yeah, it's more like a family.
And we have people that come from all over the place. Like sometimes I'm like, man, I can't believe George used to come from
I know, that's so
from LA County just to run with us. He didn't want to be in traffic, so he drive an hour to run with us, and then drive to Long Beach after the run so he could beat the traffic or not be in traffic.
Yeah.
And it makes you process, like, someone really likes you and likes what you offer and likes what you're bringing into the community. You know, like, yes, they're going to come out there and visit and do things. Like, we have people from Encino, the Valley, come out, you know.
Yeah, it's nice.
And it's really cool to see that. And, you know, and it helps out that we have a lot of other people saying, hey, yeah, like, I think what put me more on the map, to be honest with you, was like being part of SoCal and like being a leader and doing all that, you know.
People, are you Brandon's
Boom, boom,
wife?
boom, you know.
Like,
But also
yes,
just
yeah.
like running with Keith as well, you know, people know who Keith is. and I think that really set the tone. But
Well, it's nice because we've met so many, like we have so many friends now. Like it's really not that we didn't have any friends. We do have like our little
we have our clique, and then
our little clique.
But now we have
of-
like the running clique,
yeah.
and then we have like our inner clique, you know,
Yeah.
the inner circle. But yeah, it's cool. The running community is very big now, and everyone, you know, knows somewhat of us, you know, and even people, you know, even like I didn't think about certain things about me with running, but people are like, oh, dude, like, holy shit, man, like you and Keith are running together. Oh shit, I can't keep up. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I never processed that.
I know, even when you run with me and the girls, we're like, oh gosh, Brandon's here. You like
Yeah.
push us.
You know, but I think this year, and you know, because it's gonna be like a shorter podcast for us, I think what we wanted to bring was just the knowledge
More awareness.
of awareness of intentions and what you should strive for this year. And I think if you want to get more information about intentions, like hit us up, Run Free Running Club at Instagram.com. And
It's in our newsletter.
it's a newsletter. We have the intentional thing, and Audie has it saved. So if you want to look at it from that standpoint, you can definitely do some of that work.
DM me.
You can DM her the Run Free page, and we'll put that in the show notes and all that kind of stuff. But I think just having the intention aspect to what you want in life is definitely going to get you there much faster than just because of me. Like, I don't know what it is, but I literally, every job I leave, something happens, right? I left, when I left Theory, it was like, it became like a shithole, it seemed like, right? like things just didn't go as clearly as like it should have been. And people are like, man, like, you know, like the whole visual direction changed and everything changed, right? The energy shifted. And people told me that, like
That's
medium
crazy.
shit told me that. And then I left the gym, right? And then I was like, man, fuck this shit. I don't want to be here. Like, I just had this whole thing of like, I want to build my business. Why am I not building my business? I'm putting more effort into this. So I started focusing on this. The moment I left, things started shifting, and then Robbie started leaving, and all these other people started like really processing and thinking about life. And now he's on this good place where he has a following, right? And so I think when you create this whole thing, it really does like shift people's energy of like,
Well, you have really good energy. You're high vibrational.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
or I'm just crazy, but I mean, at the same
You're
time,
not crazy. I mean, well, it takes one to know one.
yeah. But yeah, you know, I think, you know, we're like coming to an end to
Yeah.
this, to what we want to talk about. We're kind of rambling a little bit, but I think intention was the main thing today. Like, I wanted everyone to like really look at
2025
2025
intentions.
and
Now
what
it's
you're-
the perfect time to set them.
yeah, and what you wanted it out of it. And if you want to just like hit us up and just talk about it, you know, like I won't charge you to talk about intentional stuff, because I think it's great to like speak to the community about that stuff. And maybe we'll start doing something like that in our runs.
If you
know?
want to take me out for food and buy me food, I'll take that, or buy me a latte.
No desserts.
No desserts.
You know, but yeah, I think
I'll take that.
I think
I'll take payment in gum.
yeah, right. Trident layers. But I think, yeah, I mean, look, my last thing I'll say is, you know, set the intention, keep your attention on it, look at something daily. I've been telling clients, like, whatever time you want. You know, I told Dre and Justin, the time that you want for your marathon, half marathon, put on a post and look at it every day.
Oh,
right?
vision board.
So like it's like a vision board, right? Like really do steps that's going to help you get to the next level. And I think once you do that, I think you'll be in a place where, like I told Dre yesterday, I said when you put God in your heart and you're aligned with God, that's when everything's going to shift for you. When you're not in alignment with that, I feel like, because that's my belief system, not everyone believes in that, but when you're not in alignment with that, then you're not going to be in alignment to anything else you want, right? And
Yeah.
everyone's going to say you deserve this and that, but like there's that aspect of us that we need to be in full alignment. It's just like it's like all chakras all balance out. When they're all in alignment, things flow.
Yep, everything's
and so
flow.
when you're
Everything
in
flows.
alignment with what I believe, God,
Everything will
then
come.
everything will come to
Yeah.
you and you'll get whatever you need, and you'll never be in a place of, you know, worries, anxieties, fears. And slowly but surely we're letting go each and every
And
each and every day.
And I was gonna say, when you set goals, to be realistic. Don't have these goals that, I mean, you could eventually just build your way, but even like I said earlier, something as simple as drinking more water,
Baby steps.
baby steps. Be realistic, and you're gonna set yourself up to success.
And then just follow us on all social media platforms. Run Free Running Club.
Run Free Adriana.
Run Free Brandon. And this is just Dig Deep with, I have to look at the thing right there because you can't.
Oh, and don't forget to like
Dig
and
Deep with Coach
share
Debbie.
our episode if
Yeah.
you enjoyed it.
If you enjoyed it, of course. If you just want to give us a shout out anyway of listening, I love when my clients and friends listen to our episodes because it's just a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of two people just talking about whatever they feel like it. And we appreciate it. And we've been getting a lot of good feedback. And I think that's what podcasting should be about. It doesn't need to be so serious all the time. And we're not really
Or
serious.
super edited.
Yeah, everything's raw. We don't beep out anything. We just kind of let it be, and we appreciate, Ed, and I'm grateful for Ed to be doing this on his free time. I had to pay him in donuts, I guess, the other day. But other than that, I guess this is it. Thank you for another great episode, babe.
Oh, thank you.
Dig Deep with Adi and Coach B. She's Adi. I'm Coach B. And we'll see you soon, right?
Yep.
Sweet, I'm so tired. Sweet, I'm so tired. You treat me this way. And I'm human, treat me this way. And